lessons as I go. You're only wasting time. Tell the devil there's a door. Praying God is only trying to...
First opened in 2017. There's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Right to the air is Rodgers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. Here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
These two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On play action, Rodgers.
And caught by London. He's got room at the 30.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
1st and goal. A chance for an early statement here on the road.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there.
With his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They'll go for him. It's Rodgers. That's to his running back, complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a first down.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Steps away to his left.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. Down inside the 10.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Panthers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Flushed out right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On play action. Now Rodgers. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is... And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun. Rodgers. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Rodgers with a keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. From the red zone now, Watson. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Faking the give. Now Watson. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
On second and goal, Watson flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now Watson on third and goal. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Deshaun Watson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. They'll try to run with Swift. And he'll get in as they're back within a score now. The lead's down to 7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. Got London on the slant. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The ball mere inches from the white line on third and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
from the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Here's Matt Hawk now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. A field position changer there. 49 yards on the punt. Couple that with a loss on the return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. On first down, Rodgers.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Dalvin Tomlinson collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Rodgers now to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw, it's Rodgers.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Panthers will take over here just shy of the 30.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words.
Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
That's out quickly to London.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Rodgers. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this third quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
A handoff, Swift running to the left.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Beckham, his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Falcons have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third.
Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, they went for the lead there, and remember, that's the 2nd 2-point try they haven't converted on. So those 2 extra points, if they had those, they'd be winning.
And I think the reason they're going for it here is that they were unsuccessful the first time. So when you miss the first time, you're now in a position where you're chasing points. And in this case, it didn't work out well for them at all.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On second down, they'll run it here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Panthers on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 16. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, They got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Throwing now is Rodgers.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And some space here.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Panthers are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead.
Tucker now for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2.
Odell Beckham Jr. Touchdown, Falcons. Odell Beckham with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
And the Falcons have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth.
And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. He's got room at the 30.
Touchdown, Panthers.
Kyle Pitts
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Panthers strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth.
Tucker now to add the point after. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Takes it at the 7. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now it's set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. On 1st and 10, Watson. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Watson off play action. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. Swift going to try up the middle. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Now it's Watson. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And Watson has enough for the 1st down yardage as he slides to the turf. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. To throw, Watson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Watson to throw. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Watson. And he is in for the 2. I still can't believe they went for it, but they've got themselves a lead here late in the ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Here's a handoff out of the gun. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Now Rodgers.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken from about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
He's going to let it fly.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Panthers have just about sewn up this football game. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making, both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by London.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Charles, normally when you see a group score, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Carolina,
yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the richest, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we were not the ride nobody with, we're the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr,
Spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. We built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time in it. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Run it up, 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 run it up. You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I'm gonna make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time in it. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
I'm downstairs. I told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that celly. You said you needed 5, that was more than 12 ago. Claim you got your hands tied, time stuck like Velcro. Georgia Peach on east side like it's ATL. You lacking, you tripping, you slacking, impatient, you waiting, confused like what happened. You get attitude cause I'm getting mad, cause you wanna take 20 minutes and a half. And on top of that, I gotta get gas out of the freeway, pick the trash. What the is you doing? We gotta dip, 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 dip. Cardi, yeah. Watch them tick, 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 tick. Waiting for that last minute for your hell. Now stop playing games, go and bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my shine. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you took me 20 to get ready, yo. Shower, moisturizer, and the fit I had on yesterday. Uniform necessities, multiples of everything. Now your neighbor wanna come and speak to me like,
Hey, how you doing? I ain't too bad.
ha 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 ha. Hit her with a few fake laughs. She talking my ear off. It's sympathy I lack. I care about one thing. Well, and anyway, gotta pay a little more if we late to the jack. Got a jet cause the boat leave at 8. And we got some fur on that upper deck in the orchestra. Gon' play a score for every Oblo project. You ain't scared to change cause it's ain't coming out your pockets. My fruity and slip. I'm rude a little bit. Don't be acting so appalled. All y'all girl, let it put so much into tonight. And you just don't care. Now stop playing games. Gun, bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas.
Look at your savings.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and themselves. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Right to the air is Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Mahomes firing complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Really for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. From 17 yards out. And the Chiefs are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
45.
first down. Mahomes forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to look deep down the field. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Second down, McKinnon. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. Finding room at midfield. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 85 yards. And the Chiefs have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Butker now to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. Touchdown! Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 39 yards. And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. Mahomes will throw for it. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Fielded right around the 8.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. And this one caught by Travis Kelce.
And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as that'll be a gain of 15 on fourth.
How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelce. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelce. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll buy some time right.
And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
And this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. He's going to let it go again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better.
There he goes, left side. 30, past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 73 yards. And the Chiefs